Alzheimer's sucks. From the beginning, Kana and I have always wanted to find out ways to raise awareness to the disease and find a cure.
We think we found our way to do that through Team GridCast. Team GridCast is an amateur-level grid team focused on exhibition matches and tournaments. These are high-level, future professional grid athletes that are part of Team GridCast. We're going to use this platform to raise awareness for Alzheimer's research and promote the sport of grid.
The reason why Alzheimer's is so important to the GridCast is because each one of us has been affected by this disease in one way or another. My father, for instance, was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's at 57 years old. He was a former flight director for the space shuttle program down in Houston, Texas. For 7 years, my family took care of him and watched him wither away until he finally passed 3 years ago this past March.
I had similar circumstances with my grandfather. He passed away, and late in his life, he had Alzheimer's, and it really impacted our whole family. As we know through this platform and talking to all of you, there are so many other people out there that have been infected by this disease, and there's a possibility of a cure if we do the research, if we do bring awareness, and that's what we're trying to do.
5 million people currently have Alzheimer's in the United States of America. It is the 6th leading cause of death in the United States, and this year alone, $226 billion will be spent taking care of those Alzheimer's patients.
And what we are prepared to do with Team GridCast and this platform that we've created is all of the sponsorships that we receive, not just for the Grid Invitational, but moving on into other exhibition matches and other tournaments. We're going to take those sponsorships, and a portion of that we're going to dedicate to research funding for Alzheimer's.
Conan and I are not the only people that have been affected with this disease. Tyler's family has also been affected.
And as a matter of fact, the coach of Team GridCast, Marshall, his family's been affected by Alzheimer's also. So we're actually going to bring in Marshall next, and he's going to tell you a little bit about why he got on the Team GridCast, why he's involved with the team, and give us some insight into the players.
My name is Marshall Crown. I'm the head coach for Team GridCast. I want to talk to you real quick today about why I accepted this opportunity. This opportunity is going to be really able to create an atmosphere and an environment for athletes to be, one, be better, and two, to get exposure. Equally, this team is dedicated themselves to really giving back to the community. We're going to do that by reaching out to a foundation called curealz.org. This foundation donates money and time and research for the cure of Alzheimer's. Everybody on staff here at GridCast and Team GridCast has been affected by this disease. My grandmother was diagnosed with this well before I was born, and unfortunately I never got to know her. And I can see the trauma that creates in a family, and so I really strongly believe what we're doing with this opportunity and this team. Now I want to introduce some of our athletes. Our first athlete up is Shayna Alverson. She's our team captain. She was originally on the Philly Founders. She's been a 4-time games athlete. Next up is Lewis Arnold. He's kind of going to be the next Christian Harris. Moves weight and has gymnastics ability. Next up is Michelle Benedict Skidmore. She was the female MVP of the SHEL this season. Following her is her husband, Daniel Skidmore. Very, very strong. He's a Special Forces teammate. Great leadership ability. Next up we have Whitney Powles, proven weight mover, extremely strong overhead. After her is her husband, Matt Powles. Heart and soul of this team, extremely strong utility guy, can move a lot of weight for us. Next is Brooke Haas, great female athlete, extremely strong, has gymnastics ability. After that is Nico Vandevoort, one of my favorite athletes of all time, extremely fast, understands the sport, great utility guy. Up next is Carrie Tedesco, great gymnastics ability, great body weight specialist. Next up after that is Matt Hubbard, another great gymnastics guy, great utility guy, super strong, super enthusiastic. After Matt, we got Brittany Barfield. Brittany was a level 10 U.S. gymnast. She brings a ton of gymnastics ability. Then we have Bradley Pritchard. He is going to be probably the best 40-plus gymnastics male available next year. After that, we have Amanda Horton. Amanda grew up on a farm, definitely one of the best bodyweight specialists we could find. Jason Bourgeois is next. Great dude out of New Orleans. Strongest guy I could find. He was way overlooked at the Miami Pro Day. After that, we have Tess Moore. She's got a great attitude. She can cycle a barbell. She's also our pistols expert. Up next is Zach Kramer, one of our greatest leaders that we have on the team. co-founder of Faith RX with Nico down in Atlanta. Next, we have Tori Ruckman. Tori's a Virginia girl, super strong. Saw her last year at the DC Pro Day. Next, we have Sarah Scholl. Sarah's a 6-time regional athlete out of the Northeast, brings a ton of experience. Next, after that is Devin Ford. Devin had an 85 grid score. We're talking an absolute beast. He's going to be a great bodyweight specialist for us. Following that, we have Aaron Taylor. Aaron has probably the best story on the team. Almost killed in a car accident. He came back. He didn't let it define him, and he's using this to really propel his future.
As you can see, we are passionate about the sport of grid, and we are proud of what we have put together in Team GridCast. To support the team, email Danny at thegridcast.com and help cure Alzheimer's by going to www.thegridcast.com/donate.
We're the future.
We are family.
We are
Team GridCast.